hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this horrible rainy evening here on this May 21st, 2025 Vinyltreasure show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G for the Soul Show. This is our Wednesday evening get-together. Johnny G features Soul 45s out of his collection. Many of them are your requests, like that one that we just opened up with was a request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. This was on George Leaner's, say that right? Leaner, Leaners, Marvelous Records. Marvelous Records was up out of Chicago. And the leader of a group originally, though, from St. Louis, Missouri, his name, Alvin Welsh, but you know him better as Alvin Cash. And his three brothers, they moved to Chicago in 1962. Alvin changed his name from Welch to Cash, okay? And this was his debut single. Made it up to number 14 on the Billboard charts, number 9 on Cashbox, number 3 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were tuned in to KFXM in San Francisco, California, from November 1964 by request for Busta Bass, who's in our YouTube chat room. That's Alvin Cash and the Crawlers on the Marvelous record label out of Chicago. The song is called Twine Time. Johnny G was twined a little bit just before the show. I had like a, I don't know why I get the nosebleeds now. Must be the aggravation is what it is. But anyway, Johnny G is here to relax. The music really calms me down, I have to tell you that. So got some cool tunes. The first 2 records are Johnny G's selections, and then we're going to come in with the requests after that. I think I have one more, though, later on with a twin spin. But let's kick it off here. The vocal, we kick off the vocal portion of the program for this next singer, born in Mansfield, Ohio, but he was raised in Buffalo, New York. And his real name was Daryl Banks. Okay, he recorded, but you know him as Daryl Banks. He signed with Revelot Records, which was out of Detroit, Michigan. His debut single would become his biggest hit, was a song called Open the Door to Your Heart. I was debating to play that one, but I played that one not so long ago, but I didn't play this next one. That one was in May of '66. This was the follow-up. And this song is actually, a cover tune. This was first recorded by Ike and Tina Turner on the Loma record label. But he does a great rendition. This charted nationally, number 61 on Cashbox, number 55 on Billboard, 36 on the R&B, and a big number 4 record up in Detroit if you tuned into WJLB. Let's go to September of 1966. This is my vocal opener tonight from Mr. Daryl Banks on the Revelot record label, his rendition of the tune, Somebody Somewhere Needs You. Daryl Banks.
If someone you give your life for walks out on you, and you feel you have no one else to turn to, open up your heart, stretch out your arms, remember somebody else somewhere. Somebody somewhere, somebody else somewhere. Right now, they need you. Right now, if ever a pain in your heart makes you feel like crying, if at night you just can't sleep 'cause you can't stop crying, heartache seems to multiply, your eyes just won't stay dry. Remember somebody else somewhere, yeah, somebody somewhere, somebody else somewhere needs you. Right now, they need you. Right now, oh my baby.
Yeah, that's our vocal opener there. Cool tune. And kind of like his Open the Door to Your Heart, but he kind of changed the arrangement around a little bit there. Daryl Banks, his second release on the Revelot record label, September 1966. His rendition of the Ike and Tina Turner tune, Somebody Somewhere Needs You, is the name of the tune. He would have other releases on the Atco and the Cotillion and the Volt record label. And it was unfortunate that his life was cut short on February 24th, 1970. He was only 32 years old. He died from a gunshot wound by a policeman who was involved at the time, having an affair with his girlfriend. Those domestic things are not good. They never turn out well. They don't. That's why you need to be true to your significant other. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We do this soul show every Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. We're here from 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight. We'll do a little bit of overtime if the copyright police let me do it. That's why it's very important to subscribe. You have to sign into YouTube and subscribe and give a thumbs up. It's the best way to avoid the copyright police. But let us continue here. And I really like this next tune. This is this gal's debut single. She was from Brooklyn, New York. You might remember her 1974 disco hit on the Midland International label called Doctor's Orders. That was a 45 that I bought when it came out. Her name was Carol Douglas on that single, but on her debut single, she was Carolyn Cook. And she used that name Cook because she was the cousin to Sam Cooke. She thought that possibly it would get her some airplay. I don't know. I don't know if this record was played somewhere regionally, but it should have been. Let's go to March of 1965. I wish I had a better condition copy, but beggars can't be choosy when you find records like this in the wild for 10 cents. Miss Carolyn Cook on the RCA record label. Her tune is called I Don't Mind. Carolyn Cook. Johnny G's so excited about that tune there. That is what Johnny G losing his mind here. That one there from March 1965, Carolyn Cook on the single, but it's really It's really Carol Douglas of Doctor's Orders fame. Actually, my sister bought that 45, but I took it out of her box and put it in my collection. But there you go, her debut single on the RCA record label, March 1965. It's called I Don't Mind. I hope you don't mind when Johnny G gets caught here, and I apologize for that, but that sometimes happens. We got a whole bunch of requests here for this evening, and let's start with let's start it off here in the vocal portion section here. Fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. I think he said he was working tonight. Maybe he's still tuned in the early stages of the program. This next singer, feature him quite often here on the 60s edition. He's from Winterville, Mississippi, but he was raised in Chicago and played his, on my 50s show, featured his first release on the Mercury label maybe a few months ago. From 1959, but he would sign with OK Records in 1962, had 18 releases on the OK record label. This is his 6th release, and it's a request for listener Edmund Williams. And this is tune written by Curtis Mayfield, produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Johnny Pate. All great names. If you see those on the 45, you should consider purchasing it. This side charted, actually both sides of this charted, but this side charted number 72 on Cashbox, 59 on Billboard, 25 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 10 record if you were tuned in to WKH in Cleveland, Ohio from May 1964 by request for Edmund Williams, Mr. Major Lance. Major Lance on OK. The song is called Girls. Yeah, that's the sound of Major Lance here on the All 60s edition. There's, what I say, his 6th release from May of 1964 on OK Records. Song entitled Girls. Now, you know, many times Edmund requests the flip side of the 45, so we're going to flip it over. It's got a good flip side, too. As I do this really quick. There you go. So let's hear the flip side of this, his 6th release. This one here, let me see, doesn't really say the writers and whatnot. But anyway, this actually charted also. This did a little bit better on Billboard, number 68 on Billboard, number 33 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 2 record. Wow, this was a seller for him. Number 2 on WOOK in Washington, D.C. As we flip over Girls for Edmund Williams, he requested the flip side here, May 64, Major Lance, with a twin spin, we'll call it. It's an A and B side. This side is called It Ain't No Use. This is for Edmund Williams. There you go with a twin spin for Mr. Major Lance there by request for Edmund Williams. That is that too. I don't know which one was A. I don't know which one was A or B. But prior to that, we heard "Girls" from May of 1964. That was his 6th release on the OK record label. You flip it over, you get a great flip side there. It Ain't No Use. That was for Edmund Williams. Well, it is of use here on a Wednesday evening, so thank you all for being here as we continue. If you like what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up. Let us continue here. Fill a request now for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room for this singer. He's from Akron, Ohio. He was a member of Ruby and the Romantics, but he had some solo efforts. This was his debut release. This one arranged by Leroy Kirkland. This song first released in May of 1963 on Cap, but they would re-release it again with a new number in October of 1964, and that's how I have it. From October 64. Let's give a listen to George E. Lee, former member of Ruby and the Romantics on the Cap record label. It's called Don't Let Him In. This is for Warren Russell.
I hear the music coming under the door. Right on dancing.
There you go. That one there by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of George E. Lee. George E. Lee from October 1964. It's on the Cap record label. I wonder if the somebody mentioned, I would guess, Malcolm, those might have been Ruby and the Romantics backing him up on that, because I didn't check to see. I should have checked Ferdy Gonzalez's disco file to see when he left the group. If he did, maybe he just left to do a solo effort. I don't know, but that's called Don't Let Him In. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. I will be here tomorrow afternoon. I'll be doing a collector's special show tomorrow beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I pulled out about 30 or so rare 45s from the 1950s and early 60s. It would be like if I was a guest collector on somebody's show. I would be playing records that I'll be featuring tomorrow. They're up here. It's not that high one. I didn't get a chance to do the research, but Graylin, he suggested a battle of the groups, so I didn't get to it yet, but we will do it next Wednesday. I might not be here next Wednesday either. I'll hopefully know more by Saturday, though. So I might not be here. I definitely don't think I'll be here on next Thursday, but I might not be here next Wednesday, but you will soon find out. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request for Timothy. I know I saw Timothy in our YouTube chat, and we head to Detroit, Michigan now for this next group that was taught. They were taught by Harvey Fuqua. Of course, Harvey Fuqua was a member of the Moonglows, and the group had 5 releases on his label, Tri-Fi Records, also out of Detroit. And Timothy requested their second release, written by Harvey and Gwen Fuqua, and it features Bobby Smith on lead. This did chart too nationally, was number 91 on the Billboard chart, but it was a big number 10 record on WOOK in Washington, D.C. Let's go to September of 1961. By request for Timothy for the Spinners, early Spinners here on the Vinyltreasure Show. It's called... It's called Love, parentheses, I'm So Glad I Found You. This is for Timothy on the Tri-Fi label.
And I'm so glad that I
early spinners here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for listener Timothy. September 61. That's their second release on Harvey Fuqua's Tri-Fi record label. He taught that lead singer how to sing like Harvey Fuqua, and that's Bobby Smith on lead. The Spinners with Love, I'm So Glad I Found You. I have to thank many listeners this week that emailed me. Such nice listeners, I have to say. Many from the UK that have stumbled across the program here, and they gave me really some nice comments about the show. So I really appreciate that. I'm busy. This is my busiest shows because I don't actually plan the records in advance. I wing it as I go, but I have information on the records here, so sometimes that's why Johnny G gets caught. But I really did receive some really nice emails, and it's disc jockeys love to get emails from the listeners. So, and also for requests, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact. But really, some nice listeners that have found the show. They just wish they can listen to it live in the UK. But I do have listeners in the UK that tune in at least the early part, and sometimes at the end of the show, because they're getting up early to tune into the program. Of course, they're here on the archive. They're always here. But anyway, so I just have to thank you people for that, because I am humbled by the wonderful emails that I receive and the requests that I get. Again, if I have the 45, if I find it, I was looking today for a bunch of them, but today I have a lot other things that I have to do here. If I can find the records and run them in the spin clean machine, I'll play them for you. But let us continue here, and let's fill a request. This is a flip side request for a Mark Chapman I'm sorry, not Mark Chapman. I just had it here. Here we go. For Mark McHugh. Mark McHugh, who is one of my UK listeners, and also for Dennis Fluharty. Dennis Fluharty tunes into the program each and every week, actually all my programs, and I always get great emails from Dennis Fluharty. He said to me, and so did Mark McHugh, said, Johnny G, can you flip over the Brenda Holloway record you played to open up the show last week? And I said, of course. I think Mark said it was his favorite side by her. And so this is for Dennis Fluharty and Mark McHugh in the UK. This is on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. Last week I played the side called Just Look What You've Done, and I sent that one out to Paul Greco, because I know he likes that song. And Mark and Dennis asked for the flip side. Now, the flip side here was written by Valerie Simpson and Nick Ashford, and produced by Harvey Fuqua, which you just heard on that a Tri-Fi record, which was in 61, but this record is from 67, March of 67. This is a B-side. He produced it, Harvey Fuqua with Johnny Bristol. And it's a great two-sided 45, September 67, a B-side here for Miss Brenda Holloway. It's for Mark and Dennis. It's called Starting the Hurt All Over Again, Brenda Holloway.
All the love
gets a little stronger. My heart's getting weak. I can't take it no longer, honey. Oh, honey, why can't you leave me be? 'Cause I can't stand this misery. Just when my heart's gotten over the pain, you come around, starting to hurt all over. You keep on hurting me. You keep on hurting me. You keep on hurting me. You keep on hurting me.
There you go, Miss Brenda Holloway with a B-side there. That's the flip side of Just Look What You've Done. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, why am I saying it's Just Look What You've Done? Yeah, that's it. That's a B-side there. That one there going out to Mark McHugh in the UK and Dennis Fluharty. March 1967, Starting the Hurt All Over is the name of the tune. A great two-sided dancing tune. Johnny G gets you up dancing. Don't be shy. You can get up and dance. Nobody's going to laugh. Everybody has their own beat. Let us continue here. And let's fill a request now for Bill Sheriff, a.k.a. William, in our YouTube chat room. Here's another singer I feature quite often here on the 60s edition. He is born in Leenow, Tennessee. His real name is Overton Vertis. Overton Vertis Wright, but of course he shortened that to O.V. Wright, and the first recording for the Gold Wax label back in 1964. But he signed with Don Robey's Backbeat Records out of Houston, Texas, had 19 releases on the label, and Bill requested his 13th release, tune written by the label owner Don Robey, produced by Willie Mitchell, and it's a touch of the 70s here. This record released in September of 1970. This charted number 54 on Billboard, number 11 on the R&B chart, and a big number one record if you were tuned into WGRT up in Chicago, Illinois, for Bill Sheriff, Mr. O.V. Wright, and his tune called Ace of Spades.
That game you are playing been played on me before, but the girl that played it, she's not here anymore. Listen to me, baby, have no fear. Game you are playing, I'm the one that brought it here. I brought it here. Oh, I brought it here. I'm the ace of spades, baby, that's me. Ace of heart can be love or misery. Ace of diamond, something every woman crave. But I use ace of club to keep my baby in play. Listen to me, baby, you just can't win. Places you trying to go, I've already been. I've been there. Good God, I've been there. Listen up, boy. There are some men call themselves a king. All they want out of life, Cadillac and a diamond ring. There are weaker men call themselves a jack. They fall in love and the fool never get back. From the 9 to the 10, you just can't win. From the 8 to the 4, you're just too low. From the 2 to the 3, baby, you can't beat me. I'm the ace of spades, baby, you can't beat me. I love you from the bottom of my heart, I can't let you beat me. Oh, baby, I love you, but I can't let you beat me. You can go get your coat, and I'll get your hat. I'll be the ace of spades, baby, whenever you come back. Oh, baby,
Yeah, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition by request from Mr. Bill Sheriff. The great sound there of Mr. O.V. Wright. O.V. Wright on the Backbeat record label. Ace of Spade is the name of the tune. That was his 13th of 19 releases for the Backbeat record label. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat as we go up to Chicago again. And for this next group, Chicago's West Side, I think, for this group, they were discovered in 1964 by newly appointed Midwest A&R director for ABC Records, Johnny Pate. He discovered them, and they had 3 releases on the ABC Paramount record label. They would then switch to Chess Records in 1967 for 2 releases. This is their second, and this was a trio. The girls included Bernice Willis and her cousins, Thelma Mack and Laurel Ross. Collectively, they were known as the Kittens. This one is produced by Gerald Sims, released in July of 1968 by request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. The Kittens on Chess. It's called How Long, parentheses, Can I Go On? The Kittens.
I walk down the lonely streets, and every face I see's a total stranger. Sweethearts pass me holding hands. I wanna shout to them, your heart's in danger. If you need proof, just take a look at me. I've lost my love now hopelessly. How long must that go on? How long can I go on without you? Maybe someday I'll find somebody who's big and strong, someone to cling to. 'Cause everybody needs somebody. And right now, darling, I need you. If you need proof, just take a look at me. I've lost my love now hopelessly. How long must that go on? How long can I go on without you? Oh, how it hurts to be all alone. No one to care, no one to call your own. How it hurts to be all alone, sitting in my lonely, lonely room, hoping you'll come back soon. I walk down the lonely streets, and every face I see is a total stranger. Sweethearts pass me holding hands, and I wanna shout, your heart's in danger. If you need proof, just take a look at me. I've lost my love now hopelessly. How long must that go on? Everything is going wrong. Darling, I can't go on like this. You fill my world with emptiness. How long must that go on without
A great sound there by a group called the Kittens there, that trio, July 1968. That's their second of 2 On the Chess record label. That one there requested by Avatar in our YouTube chat. How long, parentheses, can I go on? Well, you know Johnny G. I'm a marathon man. I can go on and on and on, but I have a show tomorrow, and if the copyright police let me, we'll see how much I can get in tonight as we continue here. Let's fill a request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat. You know this singer, originally from Henderson, North Carolina. He was born Benjamin Earl Nelson. He first recorded back in 1958. He was a member of a vocal group. They were known as the Crowns, and they recorded for the R&B record label. Then in 1959, he would become the lead singer for the Drifters that recorded for the Atlantic record label. You know, I think his first release was There Goes My Baby in 1959. But he would change his name at the time of the signing, or when he joined the Drifters, to Ben, B-E-N. Ben E. King is his name, and he would go solo in 1960, had 33 releases on the Atlantic subsidiary Atco Records. Now, Ron requested his 18th release, and this is actually a B-side. The A-side, I think, was called Seven Letters, and Ron requested the flip side. This tune written by Helen and Eugene Washington. It's arranged by Ray Ellis from December 1964. For Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, Mr. Benny King with River of Tears. This is for Ron.
It seems that I just can't win. I've been hurt time and time again. Every time I give my heart, somebody tear it all apart. Through the years, Lord knows I must have shed a river of tears. I try to be fair in every way. I've even ignored, yes I have, things that people say. Oh, still I'm lonely and all alone. I've got no one I can call my own. Through the years, I know I must have shed a river of tears. A river of tears. Oh, how I've yearned. Tears that burn. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. Isn't there anyone I can depend on? Through the years, I know I must have shed a river of tears. A river of tears. Oh, how I've yearned, yes I have. Tears that burn.
There you go with the great sound of Benny King there. That one there by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room from December 1964. Song entitled River of Tears is the name of the tune on the Atco record label. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's tuned into the program down in Mexico, and he requested this singer born in Jackson, Mississippi. He would then relocate to Chicago, Illinois, where he began singing gospel, but he would have his First secular release in 1959 on the Boxer record label. He would then sign with George Leaner's wonderful record label in 1962 for 9 releases. This was his first. So this was his first secular release, and it's a song he co-wrote. Let's go to January of 1962 for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. It's Mr. McKinley Mitchell. McKinley Mitchell on the wonderful label. The song is called I Found an Angel. This is for Adrian Viterbo. There you go. That one there going out to Adrian Viterbo. Charlene, you got to fix that one there. And wait a second, Johnny G. Got to get through the, here we go. I want to make sure I get the next requester here. There you go. That's the sound of McKinley Mitchell. And where is that page? So this is page 4. It should be on page 3. Yeah, there you go. January 1962. Actually, that his second release. What did I say? Well, Charlene, you got to change that. She's got first. I mean, I can't. Listen, I take whatever on the paper there is what Johnny G does. McKinley Mitchell, January 62. I Found an Angel is the name of the tune. That's going out to Adrian Viterbo. Let us continue here with the requests. And up next, a request for listener Mnon, as I often feature this duo here on the Vinyltreasure show. Had a number of hits during their career. I think I played one of their early Marlin release from 1961 a few months ago. But in 1962, they would then record for Morris Levy's Roulette label. They had 7 releases on the Roulette label through 1964. Then they switched to Stax Records, and then they started having some big hits on the Stax label. But let's give a listen to their 7th release as requested by listener Mnon. They are Sam Moore and Dave Prater. You know them as Sam and Dave. This tune written by that team of writers that wrote a whole bunch of songs for the artists that recorded for the Stax label, Isaac Hayes and David Porter. This charted number 42 on Billboard, was a big number 2 R&B hit and a big number 1 record on WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to January of 67 for MOTOWN. Sam and Dave with their tune called When Something's Wrong with My Baby. This is for MOTOWN.
When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. And if I know she's worried, then I would feel that same misery. We've been through so much together. We stand as one, and that's what makes it better. When something is wrong with my baby, something is wrong with me. Now listen, just what she means to me now. Oh, you just wouldn't understand. People can say, "Ha, she's no good," but oh, she's my woman, and I know I'm her man. And if she's got a problem, I got to help her solve 'em. When something is wrong with my baby, show now. Something is wrong with me. Now, say that again. Something is wrong with my baby.
There you go, the sound of Sam and Dave here on the 60s edition here. From January 1967, by request for MOTOWN, When Something Is Wrong with My Baby. And that one there, a great tune. What did I say that was? That was their 10th release. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's their 7th of 10 for the Stax record label. We're going to flip it over too, because MOTOWN also requests a lot of flip sides, similar to what Edmund does. And if I like the flip sides, I will play them. I'm just going to let you know. So let's flip it over here. Here we go. So this side, again, it's another Isaac Hayes and David Porter tune. And this did chart also. This charted number 6 on WLOU. If you were listening down in Louisville, Kentucky, this is the flip side of When Something Is Wrong with My Baby from January 67. Sam and Dave on Stax. It's called A Small Portion of Your Love. This is for MOTOWN.
Just a small portion of your love winds me up like a clock. just a small portion of your love, just a small portion of your love. Ooh, baby, you don't know what you do for me. Ooh, baby, I don't have no misery. Tell 'em, Dave, with just a small portion on your love, a small portion, just a small portion on your love,
Yeah, B-sides here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to Amnon. That's the flip side of When Something's Wrong with My Baby, January 1967, released from Mr. Sam and Dave. A Small Portion of Your Love is the name of the tune. Johnny G gives you a small portion of my soul here on a Wednesday evening right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. All collector show here on the Vinyltreasure Show. I still have to do a little bit of research. But you're going to hear some records like this one. Reed, do you have this record on Big Moment by The Chance? That's just an example. I mean, I'm just saying. I paid a lot of money for these records here, so I'm going to spin it. So they're all my selections. So tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, for a special Collector's Corner edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's continue here, and let's fill a request now for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. I had this one to play last week, but it was getting dangerous toward the end of the show because the copyright police were on my tail. But we're going to play it right now. After Tony Williams left the Platters to pursue a solo career that was in late 1959, he was replaced by 19-year-old Sonny Turner. And after the group left Mercury, they signed with Musica Records, and he became the new lead singer. I think they were kind of rotating after Tony Williams left, but he primarily replaced Tony Williams as the lead. They had 12 releases on the Musica record label. Let's give a spin to their fourth release that Graylin requested, and I remember this tune, hearing it on the radio, and this charted number 19 on Cashbox, number 14 both on the Billboard, 19 on Cashbox, 14 on Billboard, number 12 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number one record on WGH in Newport News, Virginia, from January 67. By request for G-Dog, the Platters, with the Platters on Musicore, and their tune is called With This Ring.
I'll always love you, always love never thought so much love could fit in a little band of gold. But I'm telling you, darling, I feel it in my heart, got it in my soul. With this ring, I promise I'll always love you. With this ring, I promise I'll always love you, always love you. You know that I love you, baby, with all of my heart. Got to keep you near, 'cause I love you, sweetie. Everything you know, I love you, darling.
Yeah, we got hits here on the All 60s edition. The sound of the Platters there. That Sonny Turner on lead. And I saw him sing. He was here in town here at the Music Hall. Barbara bought me tickets for my birthday, I think it was, a while back. He unfortunately has passed away, but he replaced Tony Williams, the lead singer of the Platters there, January 1967. That one they're going out to Grayland, aka G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room, with this ring on the Music Hall record label. That is a vinyl press, by the way. It had some wear on it, but it plays better than those styrene copies. I'm just telling you. But let us continue here, and let's fill a request now for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat, and for this gal from Birmingham, Alabama. And she relocated to Chicago in 1959. She signed with Leonard Chess's Chess label in 1961, and it was unfortunate during her career. She never really had any monster hits, but she had 15 releases on the Chess label between 1961 and 1968, and this is her 6th release. And it's a tune she wrote together with Billy Davis. Let's go to August of 1964 by request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Midi Collier on the Chess record label. The song is called Free Girl, and then in parentheses it says, in the morning. Free Girl in the morning. And let's hear what this song is about. Midi Collier for Gary.
I'm gonna be a free girl in the morning, yeah. 'Cause my man is gonna have to let me be. I went to see the judge last week, and I sat down on the bench. He said, girl, you should have been here before now, if you'd only used a little common sense. 'Cause you wanna be a free girl, yeah, in the morning. You wanna be a free girl in the morning, and you're gonna be a free girl in the morning, yeah. 'Cause your man is gonna have to let you be. I'm gonna pack up all my clothes, and baby, I don't need no help. I'm just gonna pick up my suitcase, take one look back, and then I'll walk down my steps. Now, oh, Mr. Moon, way up there in the sky, let your shine go away, 'cause tomorrow's sun's gonna bring it a bright new day. 'Cause I'll be free, I'll be a free girl in the morning. I'm gonna be a free girl in the morning, yeah. 'Cause my man is gonna have to let me be, yeah. My man is gonna have to let me be. I'll be free. The judge told me that I'll be free in the morning. When the sun shines over the mountain, I'll be free. He told me
She's going to be a free girl in the morning. Hold on one second, folks. I'm looking for the page. This is page 8. Let me go page 7. Here we go. And page 7, that's George Chestnut. 7, 5. Here we go. Okay, there you go. That's Midi Collier. Midi Collier there from August 1964 on the Chess record label. Free Girl, parentheses, in the morning. That one they're going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Let us continue here with the requests now. And let's fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. As paid $2 for this next 45, I think from the collection of Joel Scherzer, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in the 1980s, early 1980s. As we head back to Chicago now for this group that formed at Crane High School, first recording for the Peso, is it Peso or Paso? P-A-S-O label in 1961. Then in 1963, they had 5 releases on the Cortland label. In 65, they would sign with Dick Simon Satellite label. He also owned the St. Lawrence label. And they had, I think actually for 2 of those labels they recorded on. They had 3 on Satellite and 2 on St. Lawrence. And by this time, they were a trio. They included Leonard Mitchell, Reggie Jackson, and Sam Stewart. Collectively, they were known as the Ideals. Now, this is their first release on the Satellite label. This one arranged by Monk Higgins. It features Leonard Mitchell on lead, and this did chart on that great station in Cleveland, Ohio. WJMO was a number 17 record on that station. Let's go to September of 65 by request for Chris Reed. He knows all the Cleveland groups and singers. These are the Ideals on Satellite Records. It's called You Lost and I Won. This is for Chris Reed.
I want to tell you, give up, it's just too late now, give up, and you don't have to worry about your heart, give up, I'm gonna take care of it.
There you go, September 65 release there for the Ideals. The Ideals on the Satellite label, their first release For Satellite Records, You Lost and I Won. That one there for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. I used to say that to my youngest brother, Michael. He would try to beat his oldest brother, Johnny G, and I would always say, You lost and I won, and he was a sore loser. You should have saw him the first time he beat me. I don't know if it was, he couldn't beat me at checkers or chess or Parcheesi and Monopoly and the Game of Life, but when he finally beat me, boy, did he let me have it. I will tell you, and he said to me, You lost and I won. Johnny G winning here on a Wednesday evening. It's our first show of the week. Well, I'll be doing 3, though, this week, and I don't know about next week, but I'll know more as I probably get closer to the weekend. I hope I do, at least. But anyway, I'll be back Saturday night also beginning at 9 p.m. for the 1950s and early 60s edition. So get your requests and send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. And if you have a request, if I have the record, I'll play it. But we will continue with the requests here. Let's fill a request now for listener George Chestnut, as he selected this girl group out of Jersey City, New Jersey. They all got together while they were in high school, first recorded for the MGM label back in '65 as the Pets. Then they would sign with Joe Evans's Carnival label, and this is their, well, I should say with their first release in 1965 for Carnival, they recorded as the Pets. And then when Winfield Blue Lovett, who was a member of the Manhattans, was recording for Carnival, he started writing for them, and they would then change their name in honor of him. They changed their name to the Levetses, and this was their second release for the Carnival record label. The group included Margie Godbolt, Lily Hammond, and Lois Joyner, and Lorraine Robinson. Here are the Levetses for George Chestnut from August '67. It's called I Need a Guy. The Levetses for George Chestnut.
When I call
There you go with the sound of the Levetses here on the Vinyltreasure show. I didn't get that for $1. I don't think it was terribly expensive. I think I bought that from Barry Soltz many, many years ago, August 1967. That's going out to listener George Chestnut. Those are the Levetses on Carnival Records. I Need a Guy. You know that record? It sounded a lot, Selfish One by Jackie Ross. You know that tune by her? I should have played that next because it sounds like they took some things from that. It wasn't. It was common for other artists to kind of steal from their peers, kind of riffs and things in the music and whatnot. So, and sometimes they would find out about it, and the records would disappear. But I like that record. That's for George Chestnut. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Jerry Gingaro. She is tuned into the program as well as her husband Frank. And we got a request here. We're going to play both sides of this 45. You know this group. We go back to Chicago for the sound of the Impressions. And of course, they first recorded for the Falcon Abner record label, but they would sign with ABC Paramount Records. Jerry Butler would leave. Now, he was the first lead of the group, and Curtis Mayfield would take over as the lead, and he remained the lead for many, many years. And they had a big hit with their first release on ABC Paramount with Gypsy Woman. Jerry requested their second release, and the side that I'm featuring first, I think this might have been the B-side here. It was written by the lead singer, Curtis Mayfield. It was arranged by Roy Glover, although this did chart regionally, number 5 on KSOL. If you were listening in San Francisco, California, let's go to July of 1962 for the great sound of Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions. This is for Jerry Gingaro. It's called Can't You See the Impressions?
Can't you see that I still love you? By the way I act when you're near, though you've hurt me and don't deserve me, yet I still love you, dear. And can't you see my heart is longing for a kiss from you, so sweet, so sweet. I'm so lost now and so lonely, and sometimes you haunt my sleep. I'm a ship that's tossed and driven under thundering clouds above. But someday I'm gonna drop my anchor in the harbors of your love, and we'll go sailing. Just keep on sailing on the breakers of our love. And can't you see that I still love you? By the way I act when you're near, though you've hurt me and don't deserve me, yet I still love you, dear. And can't
go with the great sound of the Impressions there by request for listener Jerry Gingaro. That one there from January 1962, Can't You See, is the name of the tune. A great Curtis Mayfield on lead with the Impressions. We're going to flip the 45 over as Jerry requested the flip side of this. And we'll just do a quick flip side, all original stuff here for a Wednesday evening. And this was their second release. This side written by Curtis Mayfield, again arranged by Roy Glover. This one charted number 99 on Billboard, but a number 4 record on WGES up in Chicago. Let's go to January 62 for the Impressions, the flip side of Can't You See on ABC Paramount Records. The tune is called Grow Closer Together, the Impressions for Jerry Gingaro.
In my hometown lived a quiet girl. Together we always seemed to be. We were just good friends, then something deep within my heart kept telling me, be closer together, for you might love one another. You be closer together, for you might love one another. You must take heed to your heart and never let her get too far apart. She's the girl that you love. She's the girl that you love. Closer together, closer together. For the first time I looked into her eyes, wasn't long before I realized, sincere and true, they said I love you. And at last her heart was saying to be closer together, for you might love one another. You be closer together, for you might love one another. You've got to take heed to your heart and never let her get too far apart. She's the girl that you love. She's the girl that you love. Closer together, closer together. Come on, let's be 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 closer.
There you go with a twin spin with the great sound of the Impressions, Curtis Mayfield. And the Impressions requested by Jerry Gingaro, who is tuned into the program, January 1962. Grow Closer Together is the name of the tune. And flip side, we heard prior to that, Can't You See? Can't you see that Johnny G is enjoying himself for a Wednesday evening? Hope you are too. And I hope you are enough to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click that bell to get notifications when I go live. And give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing as we continue here and go. And speaking of Curtis Mayfield, okay, this is a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat as we stay in Chicago for the first, I guess we can call them the first family of soul. And, of course, they would be brought to Curtis Mayfield. They auditioned, and he liked what he heard, and he put them out on his label. He created Windy Sea. I think it might have been later called Windy City Records. Windy Sea Records because, Chicago is windy. I remember when I went on my first trip. To Chicago, okay? So, I was new. I was working for Transamerica Leasing at the time, and they were bringing the company from downtown Chicago. So we went there, and it was 98 degrees when we got there, when the plane flew in. I think it was O'Hare, and they had a nice subway too, because we took the subway, we went into the city, and then we all had our suitcases and whatnot, and the people they were not happy because they were losing their job. They were relocating the company from downtown Chicago. They were there for years because they were bought out by Transamerica, and had to relocate to White Plains, New York. So we had to kind of mirror your replacement. So I was a senior accountant at the time. This was 1985. So it was hot as anything. So we didn't have any jackets or whatnot. So by nighttime, we were on Rush Street, I think. We were staying in some condo there. We were on Rush Street. So it was freezing at nighttime. It was freezing cold. So we end up, and I think I told you the story where my buddy, we almost got arrested because we went in earlier to buy those sweatshirts. He bought a sweatshirt for his kids. It said Chicago on it. It was a Walgreens. So he wanted to go back to buy another 4 or 5. So it was around Halloween time. It was in like October, and it was hot the day before, the day we got there. So I said it was 2:00 in the morning. They were open 24 hours a day. So he's walking around the store with a Halloween mask on. There was like nobody there. They were like mopping the floor. And I said, come on, Mike, we got to go. Get that mask off. We got to work tomorrow. It's like almost 2:00. So he says, okay, I'm going to buy these. Now, earlier we were there, he bought a sweater and he was wearing it. So when he went to the cashier, she goes to him, what about the one you're wearing? And he goes, what do you mean the one I'm wearing? He says, the one you're wearing. You were walking around the store, you went in the back and put it on, so you're going to pay for that. And she goes, no. He goes, I paid for it already. And she goes, no, you didn't. She goes, yes, I did. I said, look, ma'am. I said, he paid for it. I could vouch for it. Now, who are you? I said, we came from New York. We didn't know the weather was so drastically going to change. So she calls the police. So the police come in. And I'm like, officer, let me explain here. He's all upset. I said, Mike, where's the receipt? Just take out the receipt and then we'll get out of here. He goes, Johnny, the receipt's at the hotel. I said, at the hotel? So I said, look. I said, you want me to go back to the hotel and get the receipt? I said, so he had to give me the key. I had to go all the way to the hotel, and I had to bring back this receipt for like, I don't know, $17 for this thing. And then the policeman let us go. So, but I was like, Michael, I said, I can't believe this. We almost got mugged earlier because the Mets were playing, I think, St. Louis in one of the playoff games at that time. This was 1985. And we were looking for a place, a bar to go and watch the game. So we're walking down, I don't know, is it the main street in Chicago? And there were these two guys leaning against the wall. And of course, I had all this cash on me. I had cash in my wallet. And he goes up to these two guys, just walks up to them. He says, hi, how you doing? We're from out of town. Of course, that was a mistake. And says, can you tell us where the closest, bar is here? We want to watch the Mets St. Louis game. And the guy goes, you want to buy some watches? So he goes, no, I don't want to buy any watches. So the guy opens his jacket like this. And he says, do you see anything you like? He had all these watches all on this jacket. And he goes, no, we really don't want. And the guy goes, listen to what the man said. I said, Mike, let's go. We have to go. So we started walking down the street, and they were following us. And I said, now look at this. They're following us now. What are we going to do? So we went into some kind of jewelry thing that was going on in the hotel, and we ended up having to go out in the back. And of course I said, and how do we get on this? Only because we're talking about Chicago. I get off on a tangent. I'm sorry, folks. Records and memories is what Johnny G does here. But let us stay in Chicago. Great memories for Johnny G in Chicago. But this is a request for listener Leonard Mancini. This is the First Family of Soul. It was a family affair. They were managed by their father. The group was Aloha Jean, Clarence Jr., James, Dennis, and Kenneth Burke. Collectively, they were known as the Five Stairsteps. They had 7 releases on Curtis Mayfield's Windy Sea label, and Leonard requested their 6th release. This is actually the B-side. It features a Clarence Burke Jr. on lead, and this did chart in Chicago as number 34 on WBEE in Chicago from May 67 for Leonard Mancini. The Five Stairsteps on Windy Sea, it's called, and the tune written, I said Curtis Mayfield, right? Yeah. The song called The Girl I Love. This is for Leonard.
She's finer than fine, yeah, and oh so sweet. She's all that I ever wanna meet. She's the girl of my dreams, and no matter how it seems, she's the girl I love. She's the girl I love. She's a queen of all queens in this life that I live, and there's nothing in this world that I wouldn't give just to see her happy and smiling at me. I guess by now you can plainly see she's the girl I love, the girl I love. Love, 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 love. Yeah. You see, put no one above her, you see. I just can't help the way I feel. My love for her is really real. I just wanna be there beside her to love her forever again. The girl I love, the girl I love, the girl I love, the girl I love, the girl I
There you go. By request, the sound of the Five Stairsteps. That's, what did I say? That was Clarence Burke Jr. on lead for that one, September 1967. That's their 6th of 7 on the Windy Sea record label. The Girl I Love is the name of the tune. There's a lot of songs that are called The Girl I Love, but let us continue here. Let's fill a request for a listener, Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room, as we have the sound of Sam Cooke. You know, in January of 1960, he signed with RCA Records, had 24 releases on the RCA record label. This was his 14th release. This tune first done by Howlin' Wolf back in 1961 for the Checker record label. I think Willie Dixon wrote the tune, and Sam Cooke would record this. It was produced by Hugo and Luigi. This is arranged by Renee Hall. This charted on Billboard. This was a hit, number 11 on Billboard, number 2 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on KDEO in, how do you pronounce this? El Cajun. El Cajun, California. Did I said that right? Read Kajon from October 63. For Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, Sam Cooke, and his rendition of the tune Little Red Rooster for Joe.
I got a little red rooster, too lazy to crow for day. I got a little red rooster, too lazy to crow for day. He keeps everything in the barnyard upset in every way. The dogs begin to bark, the hounds begin to howl. The dogs begin to bark, the hounds begin to howl. Watch out all you kinfolk, my little red rooster's on the prowl. I tell you that he keeps all the hens fighting among themselves. Keeps all the hens fighting among themselves. He don't want no hen in the barnyard laying eggs for nobody else. No. Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. Let me tell everybody, now if you see my red rooster, send him home. Said if you see my red rooster, send him home. I ain't had no peace in the barnyard since my red rooster been gone.
Yeah, sound of Sam Cooke here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Busta Bass mentions that's Billy Preston on the organ there. Pretty cool, I have to say. I lost my place here. Hold on, folks. From October 1963, the great Sam Cooke doing the Howlin' Wolf tune, Little Red Rooster there for the RCA record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let us continue here with the requests. Fill a request now for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat. And we go back to Detroit now for this group. You know them. They first recorded as the Primettes for Lupine, although that record was not released until later. I'd say that. I don't think that record Lupine release was in 60, Reed, although maybe you differ for that. We could debate it. But in 1961, they recorded for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. He would then move them over to Motown Records, and this was the B-side to their 19th release. I think the flip side of this is You Can't Hurry Love. But this is the B-side, written and produced by Holland Dozier Holland. And you know these gals, Florence Ballard, Mary Wilson, and lead singer Diana Ross. By request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room, July 66, the sound of the Supremes with a B-side. It's called Put Yourself in My Place. The Supremes for James Brown.
Put yourself in
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to listener James Brown. That's the sound of the Supremes. What I do at my place? Here you go. From July of 1966. That is the flip side of You Can't Hurry Love. Well, I wanted to play that side, but I can't do it now. Not with the copyright police on my tail. And there you go. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Put Yourself in My Place. Their 19th release on Berry Gordy Jr.'s MOTOWN record label. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request now for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat. As this group, they are from Manhattan. Now, the members of this group were Richie Rios, Eddie LeBron, Bobby Dominic, Richie Molina, David Rosenberg. Collectively, they were known as the Charters, and they had this release on Ben Smith's Tar X record label. And the lead singer on this is Richie Rios. It's from September of 1963. Give a listen to the Charters for Frank Chingaro. The song is called My Rose. This is for Frank.
At the stars and they told me she was the one that I'd adore. But then she packed up her thing, yeah she did, oh yeah she did, oh. And now I'm waiting for her, yes, yes, my rose. My rose, yes, my rose is the only girl I would die for. I wake up each morning and I look at the skies and I pray she'll soon return. But then she packed up her thing, yeah she did, oh yeah she did, oh. And now I'm waiting for her, yes, yes, my rose. I lost her, you know it's true, one lonely day she went her way. But even though she's gone, I pray someday she'll come to stay. My rose, yes, my rose is the only girl I care for. And no one in this world can compare with that girl of the soul of mine. But then she packed up her things, yeah she did, oh yeah she did, oh. And now I'm waiting for her, yes, yes, my rose is the only girl, oh, my rose is the only girl. She went away, where is my rose? I want my rose, my little rose.
There you go. That one there by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Charters from September 1963. It's on Ben Smith's Tar X record label. Let's see the writer on this. Oh, they get writer credit on this one. And song entitled My Rose. Frank also requested the flip side here, which I think is a dance. So we're going to do this dance here. So everybody get out of your chairs, and we're going to do this dance from September 63. This is the flip side of My Rose by the Charters on Tar X Records. And this is for Frank Chingaro. The song is called El Merengue, the Charters.
Let me teach you something, baby. It's a dance that's forgotten to you. Come on and dance with me, baby, and I will teach it to you. It's the merengue. It's the merengue. It's the merengue.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Charters, and that's Richie Rios on lead from September 63. El Merengue. Merengue was the Belltones also do a 1959 release by called the Merengue on Khalif. No, not Khalif. What is that? Orange label, Scat Records. You can also get it on J&S Records. But there you go, the Charters there. That tune co-written and produced by the group's manager. His name was Joe Webb. But anyway, there you go. You heard My Rose and then El Merengue. Johnny G is your Wednesday night disc jockey. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be an all collectors show. So if you're into rare 45s, I think I made sure that they were in the Kreider book for one. I think they listed for 1,000 and higher. So anyway, and some I haven't played in a really, really long time. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. As we go back to Chicago, always like to feature this singer, one of my favorite singers too, Mr. Gene Chandler. Of course, he was a member of a group called the Dookays. His real name, Eugene Dixon. So many great releases, and mainly for VJ Records, but I do feature his other releases on Constellation, Checker, Brunswick, and also Mercury. Now, I think this is a B-side, although this record would be re-released. Well, he would re-sing this, maybe in a live, maybe it was a live version. I didn't know which version you meant, Busta, because he does a 1965 version. I think it was taped in front of a crowd, like on Constellation, but this was the original release. This is from November of 1962. This charted number 47 on Billboard, was number 11 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. And this is written by Curtis Mayfield. Lots of Curtis Mayfield influences here for this Wednesday evening. Let's go to November of 62 for Mr. Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. The great Gene Chandler and his tune called Rainbow.
Oh, how
Please listen to my plea. I'm looking up above. Oh yeah, yeah. Pray for your love. Please, please stop this rainbow. Oh, in my baby, baby, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, stop this rainbow. Yeah. Come on now, baby. Stop this rainbow.
There you go, by request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the great sound of Gene Chandler, November 1962, a song entitled Rainbow. You know, the one he does on Constellation, they're like screaming in the crowd, and it goes really quiet. I think it's a little bit slower version. The flip side of this is a song called You Threw a Lucky Punch, which I think was kind of like an answer tune to the Mary Wells You Beat Me to the Punch. But I added this one as a twin spin here for Mr. Gene Chandler, and he's doing a cover tune here, as this tune was originally recorded by the Temptations. This came out on the Miracle record label, and of course he would do this. Gene Chandler was born July 6th of 1937 in Chicago, and as Eugene Dixon. And let's see, this song bubbled under for him at number 119. It bubbled under, and it was a number 12 song on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. So let's do a twin spin for Gene Chandler. I don't know what number this is in his list of songs, but it's from April 63, so it's after that November 62 release. But here is Gene Chandler on Vivian Carter's VJ label covering the Temptations tune. It's called Check Yourself.
By and by, you knew that you'd make me cry. My love for you will never die. 'Cause I had to find out on my own.
Check yourself, check yourself.
That's what they told me.
Check yourself,
You didn't know mine.
check yourself, check yourself.
Kept on breaking
Check
hearts
yourself, check yourself.
all down the line.
Check yourself.
Sometimes you just got to lose. That's when you're paying your dues. I guess I was a fool. I guess I was a fool. I think that you could stay so true. I really played the game. I had always won. Now the tables turn, and I'm on losing it. Oh, down to the sun. I had it coming, it's true. 'Cause I'm a losing. Yes, I'm a losing. I'm a losing you. Before I go, I'd like for you to know you broke my heart right from the very start. But there is one more thing, baby, before we part, and that I'm sorry, sorry, sorry to my heart. I'll go on my sad way, 'cause I knew I lost your love. I'll take it like a man, but I'll be thinking of the good time, the bad time, but good or bad, happy or sad, those memories, sweet, sweet, sweet memories, oh, memories, all I have.
told me.
Check yourself.
That's what they.
There you go with a twin spin with Mr. Gene Chandler. Prior to this, we heard a November 62 release, Rainbow. This one from April 63, Gene Chandler doing the Temptations tune, Check Yourself, both on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. Johnny G's always checking himself. I mean, I don't want to tell you the report that the doctor told me, but I guess it's okay, but we will continue here. And let's fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, as he requested Ray Charles, his first release for ABC Paramount Records. Now, this came out in January of 1960, and it's actually a duet. I don't know if it's mentioned on the label. Vocal. Oh, yeah, it is, of course. And he did this duet with Margie Hendricks. It's Margie Hendricks and the Raylettes. Now, she was a member of the Raylettes, and I think Ray Charles knew the Raylettes very well, if you know what I mean. But Margie was born in Statesboro, Georgia, and she would relocate to New York City. And, you know, she had a release back in 1954, and she had other solo releases for Tangerine and Mercury and Soundstage 7. And here she is singing with Ray Charles from January of 1960. This is by request for listener Bill Olb, Ray Charles and Margie Hendricks with the Raylettes in the background here on ABC Paramount. It's called My Baby, parentheses, I Love Her, Yes I Do. This is for Bill Olb.
My baby, he supplies me with love day by day. Yeah. My baby, he knows all the right things to say. My baby, you know he treats me so nice and kind. My baby, whoa, I'm glad he's mine. My baby, whoa, yes I do. Whoa, yes I do. My baby,
When she calls my name, my heart stands still.
my baby,
She called me so easy, it gives me a thrill.
my baby,
She's someone to love when the day's work is done.
my baby,
She's all kind of good things wrapped up in one.
my baby,
Oh, son, I love her, yes I do. I'm trying to tell y'all now.
yes I do. My baby, he's got the key to my heart in his hand. My baby, I don't know anyone sweeter than my baby. He picks me up when I'm falling low. My baby, that's why I love him and I'll never let him go. My baby, whoa, yeah, whoa,
There you go. That one there by request for listener Bill Olben, New Jersey. That is the first release on ABC Paramount Records for Ray Charles. That duet together with Margie Hendricks and the Levetses backing them up too. January 1960. My Baby, parentheses, I Love Her. Yes, I do. I think they were romantically involved, I think, for a while there, but it was unfortunate. I mean, she really had a very, she had some not so good times, Margie Hendricks, I think, and but she was a great singer, and she should have had many hits, but unfortunately just didn't happen for her. But I've featured her before, her solo efforts, I think on the Mercury label. She's got a couple that are really, really good. That's a good one too for Bill Obe, who will be my in-studio guest soon with a gospel special. He's working on other specials too. He's almost ready for the other one, but Johnny G is not ready, but I will be ready. Hopefully I'll have an answer at the end of next week, or at least by not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Let's continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener David Vilma. And how many of you are from Canada? I know one, Record Hound, is from Canada. We do have a number of Canadian listeners to the program, as this group is from Canada, this sextet based, I think, in Vancouver. They formed in 1966, and Avatar mentioned it. This group included Tommy Chong, who would later be half of the comedy duo Cheech and Chong. Now, the group had 3 releases for Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy record label. This was their debut single. This record charted nationally, number 44 on Cashbox, number 29 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were tuned in to WFEC in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, from February 1968. Let's give a listen to Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. This is going out to David Vilma. It's called Does Your Mama Know About Me? Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers for David.
Understanding, or does he think the usual way? Maybe I shouldn't worry, but I've been through this before, and I'd like to get things straight before I'm knocking on your door. Does she notice what I about your friends? Do you care what people say? Will you accept the burdens I know will surely come your way? Maybe I shouldn't worry, but I've been through this before, and I'd like to get things straight before I'm knocking on your door. That's so
There you go. We send that one out to listener David Vilma. That's the sound of Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers' February '68 release. That's their first release on the on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy record label. Does Your Mama Know About Me? And there you go. And Bobby Taylor, I think he would later discover the Jackson 5, and he was instrumental with them signing with the MOTOWN record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening as the copyright police are out in full force. We want to drive them away, but let us fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon. Now, any girls out there were a member of this organization. This organization, drop my headphones. SPCLG. Has anyone ever? Are any of you girls a member of this SPCLG? Well, it stands for Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Little Girls. Now, this may have been inspired by the Cody Sisters song of 1959 on Arch called Come On and Join the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Girls in Love, I think might have been the inspiration of it. But this is a request for listener Gary McClendon. This was the group's only release, came out on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. It was written and arranged by Malcolm Dodds, and this record charted number 7 on WISH in Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's go to June of 1963. They're called the Society Girls. The Society Girls on VJ, and it's SPCLG. Stands for Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Little Girls. This is for Gary McClendon.
Girls, won't you gather round? I want to tell you what these boys are putting down. Don't you know it's getting rough out here for us girls? We gotta look out for each other. Things are getting rougher, boys are getting tougher. That's why we should join the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Little Girls. Sweet little girls.
Yeah, the copyright police didn't know what to do with with that record. There you go, June 1963, by request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat. They're called the Society Girls. The Society Girls on Vivian Carter's VJ Records with SPCLG. And that stands for Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Little Girls. Yes, as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, let's fill a request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room for this next group out of New York City. They had 3 releases for Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. Avatar requested their second, this tune written by group member Ralph Weeks. This charted number 18 on KBYE in Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Charlene, I guess. It features Johnny Matthews on lead. The group is called Johnny and the Expressions from March 1966. Their second on Josie for Avatar. It's called Now That You're Mine. Johnny and the Expressions.
Your mind, everything is gonna be fine. How can I get you out of my mind? Now that you're here, you've made my whole life so bright. And you with the love light round up the sky. Just want to squeeze you when they're breathing. I like so blue. I get a thrill when I hold you in my arms. And the sweet things I did when I'm feeling your charm.
As March 66 release there by request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room, Johnny and the Expressions as Johnny Matthews on Lee, their second release for the Josie record label. Now That You're Mine is the name of the tune. I found all their releases here in the wild, local. They would buy these records here, at least in Westchester County. I found them. Multiple copies too, for 25 cents. Can't go wrong for that. Let us go continue here, Johnny G, on a Wednesday evening, and let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. As we go back to Detroit, we go for this singer was 18 years old when he scored a big hit for Devorah Brown's Fortune record label. I'm sure you remember the tune called Village of Love, a song that he wrote. That was his, which was his second of 8 for the label. Adrian requested his 7th release for the Fortune record label, and it's a song he wrote, this tune also, but his group is not the Fabulous Twilights like they were, or maybe they were the same and he just changed the name. I didn't get a chance to look at, I don't think I did, to look this up in the Fortune book that I showed you here on the program not too long ago. But the group backing him up here are the Dynamics, and the instrumental group are called the Crescendals, Crescendals. Okay, they're providing the instrumentation. Let's go to 1964 release for Nathaniel Mayor and the Dynamics on Fortune Records for Adrian Viterbo. It's called A Place I Know. This is for Adrian. And that's an, I think that's an RCA press, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. That one there going out to a listener, Adrian Viterbo, the sound of Nathaniel Mayor. I lost his page here. Nathaniel Mayor and the Dynamics there for that one. 1964 release on not Vivian Carter. How about Devorah Brown's Fortune record label out of Detroit? A Place I Know is the name of the tune. Well, A Place You Know here is the Vinyltreasure show. This is our first show of the week. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing, because the more subscribers I have, the copyright police, they stay away. So all your comments and clicking of the hearts and all that, it kind of distracts the artificial intelligence that follows Johnny G. It's actually filtering the show as I go. So that's what they do. And when they what kind of finds a match, and something's going on with copyright at this time. So, but they've been kind of good with me, but I just don't want them to block the show. That's what, that's not good. So if I start playing some big hits, well, I'm kind of testing the waters with this record with a request for Ron Harry, but I'd rather do this than a Motown record. Well, we'll see. But this is a request for Ron Harry. He requested this trio from New York. They included Calvin White, Andrea Holden, and Lonzine Wright. Collectively, they were known as the Sand Pebbles. Now, they had 6 releases for Nate McCall's Calla record label. This is their second, which was the group's biggest hit. This tune written by Teddy Van, and the lead singer on this, his name is Calvin. Calvin White is the lead on this. This charted number 36 on Cashbox, 22 on Billboard, 14 on the R&B chart, and it was number 1 on a number of stations around the U.S. WAAM in Ann Arbor, Michigan, WCIT in Lima, Ohio, and WKNX in Saginaw, Michigan. From October 1967, this is going out to Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. The Sand Pebbles with their tune called Love Power.
When we walk down the street, oh, we don't care who we see or who we meet. We don't have to run, don't have to hide, 'cause we have something burning inside. 'Cause we got love, power, and it's the greatest power of them all. Oh, we got love, power, and together we can fall. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, but our feet are always on the ground. We always laugh, we don't have to cry, and this is the reason why. 'Cause we got love, power, and it's the greatest power of them all. Hey, 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 we got love, power, and together we can fall. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, but our feet are always on the ground. We always laugh, we don't have to cry, and this is the reason why. 'Cause we got love, power, and it's the greatest power of them all. Hey, 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 we got love, power, and together we can fall. Hey, 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 we got love, power, and it's the greatest power of them all.
There you go, by request for listener Ron Harry. That's the sound of the Sand Pebbles. What I say, that was their second release for the Calla record label, October 1967. That's Calvin White on lead. Love Power is the name of the tune. Now, in 1969, the group would change their name to Sea and the Shells is what they would become. I think I've played their record here on the program. Let us continue here. We fill a request now for Edmund Williams, and he requested the Drifters here, if I could find it. Yes, I can. And he requested the Drifters. Of course, in 1963, the group included Gene Pearson, John Terry, Charlie Thomas, and Rudy Lewis, and also Johnny Moore and guitarist Bill Davis. And at this time, I should say, the group had alternating leads. Either Rudy Lewis or Johnny Moore would be doing the leads. Now, Edmund requested both sides of this 45. I think Rudy Lewis is the, wait a minute. Yeah, Rudy Lewis is the lead singer on this. This tune written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. They also produced it. It's arranged by Gary Sherman, charted number 71 on Billboard, number 18 on KSAN. If you were tuned in San Francisco, California from May 63. Here are the Drifters for Edmund Williams on Atlantic. It's called Rat Race.
You know it's cruel out here in this rat race. There's just one rule. Out here in this rat race. Out here in this jungle, you gotta fight for 9 to 5. In this steel and concrete jungle, you gotta fight to stay alive. It's a rat race. You know it's me. Yes, it is. Out here in this rat race, you can't stay clean. No, no. Out here in this rat race, if you don't wanna starve, you know you gotta be like a hog. There's no such thing as friendship. Out here is dog eat dog. It's a rat race.
Need to sleep, sleep ready. You don't know what a rat will. Work and slave, slave and work. Work and slave for what?
Sometimes I get the feeling that it isn't worth it, but when I see my woman standing there with my kids, look at her, just standing by, and I say to myself, you know it's worth it all, and that's the reason why I ain't giving in. No, 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 no. Out here in this rat race, I'm gonna win. Yes, I will. Oh, in this rat race.
Here you go, Sound of the Drifters here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's Rudy Lewis. Rudy Lewis on lead for that one. Song entitled Rat Race is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over here because the flip side features Johnny Moore on lead. Let's see what that side brings. Hold on a second. There you go. So let's see. This is another tune written and produced by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. This charted also, but it only made it up to number 101 on the Billboard Bubbling Under charts. But this was a big hit somewhere, number 2 on WOOK in Washington, D.C., and it features the great Johnny Moore on lead on this side, May 1963 for Edmund Williams. A B-side by the Drifters. It's called If You Don't Come Back on Atlantic. The Drifters for Edmund.
Lost my mind. If you don't come back,
If you don't come back,
well, if you don't come back today, baby,
if you don't come back,
well, you can call up the people at the crazy house and take this crazy man away. I threw myself up against the wall now. I tore my clothes and I sobbed. I ran out on the street in my stocking feet. The yelling police, I've been robbed. If you don't come back,
if you don't come back,
oh, if you don't come back today,
if
baby,
you don't come back,
yeah, you can call up the people at the crazy house
baby back home. If you don't come back, if you don't come back, don't come back today, baby. Don't come back today. Yeah, you can call up the people at the crazy house and take this crazy man away. If you don't come back, if you don't come back, if you don't come back today, baby.
There you go, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. That's Johnny Moore on that side. For Edmund Williams, May 63, The Drifters, If You Don't Come Back. That's on the Atlantic label. Prior to that, it was Rat Race, and that one there with Rudy Lewis on the lead. Let us do a triple play on the Atlantic label as we fill a request for listener George Chestnut now. As you know this group from Houston, Texas. Hey, we're from Houston, Texas. They said that in one of their records. But they signed with Atlantic Records in 1968, and they had their biggest hit right out of the box with their first called The Tighten Up. I think that wasn't that on another label, Ovide Records? Reed, I think, would get picked up by Atlantic Records, but this was their 8th release, their 8th of 14 for the Atlantic label. This tune, written by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, is from November of 1969. It's by Archie Bell and the Drells, and it's going out to listener George Chestnut. Here's Archie Bell and the Drells with Here I Go Again. This is for George.
Oh, darling, darling, darling. Here I go again, thinking with my heart. Here I go again, blinded by the dark. I should have learned my lesson. You hurt me before, but every time I see you, I keep running back for more. Oh, darling, darling, darling. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Here I go again, feeling with my soul. Here I go again, far beyond control. I just keep falling in love's temple trap. I fall so very deep, there ain't no turning back. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh, darling, darling, darling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh, honey, honey, honey. Here I go, baby. Yeah, I keep falling for you. I said, darling, I love you. Yes, I do. So bad, I keep on running.
Yeah, they're liking that one there in the YouTube chat room there. The sound of Archie Bell and the Drells. That's their 8th of 14 on the Atlantic record label from November 1969. Here I Go Again. And that one they're going out to George Chestnut. Here we go again with the copyright police. Although we got to say that we've gotten 15 minutes before. Well, I'm going to do. Well, I'll see how long I can go with them before they shut me down. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat with a touch of the 70s here. Although that was from 69. This one released in May of 1971. Now, this singer, he's from Harlem, New York. He first recorded back in 1967 for the Vando label. He would have a national hit with his first release, a really cool tune called The Sweetest Thing This Side of Heaven. But he also recorded for the Buddha record label, and this is his very last single, which came out on Music Core Records, a tune written by Richard Snyder, produced by Ralph Murphy, and it's a touch of the 70s, May 1971, for Mr. Chris Bartley, requested by Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Tomorrow Keeps Shining on Me. Chris Bartley for Leonard.
Never stop, building up speed ever since the top. Bumps are getting harder, more I roll, but I don't care. Don't feel it at all. Working up a sweat, trying to row up stream. It can be as hard as building a dream, but I keep moving, moving on, laughing at heartaches till they're gone. And tomorrow keeps shining on me. Oh yeah, making today just a memory. Waking up at dawn 'cause I need the time for the next hill that I must climb. And tomorrow keeps shining on me. Oh yeah, making today just a memory. Just keep shining on me tomorrow. I'm gonna keep moving, moving on. Oh, you know that I need you tomorrow.
Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition, although it sounds like that was recorded earlier, and I like that song a lot. I found that out in the wild for a quarter. It's a request for listener Leonard Mancini, the final release for Mr. Chris Bartley on Music Core Records from May of 71, a May 71 release, Tomorrow Keeps Shining on Me. And Johnny G will be here tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for a rare vocal group show. I haven't done, it's all my own selections. So you should, if you miss it, I know some of you have to work or you're out doing stuff. You can hear it on the archive, but I'll be posting scans. I think I'll do that tonight before I go to bed. I still got to research a few more. They're over here. They're piled up here. I got that high record covering them. But I showed you the top disc there. But anyway, let us continue here. Fill a request now for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This is another record I found out in the wild. Well, I lost my place. Where'd it go? George This is George's. Here it is. It's for Grayland, and this is a girl group. They're out of Brooklyn, New York. It's their only release. Came out on Tower Records. Tower's Records were a subsidiary of Capitol Records. They pressed up Tower Records. They're called the Rosebuds. Now, this is not that 1950s group that recorded for the G label. This tune written by Eddie Harris, produced by Gene Red. This charted regionally, number 8 on WOOK in Washington, D.C. from November 1964. Going out to Grayland in our YouTube chat room. The Rosebuds with Say You'll Be Mine. The Rosebuds. Yeah, that's going out to Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Rosebuds there. Pretty cool tune. The girl group sound, November 1964 on Tower Records. Say You'll Be Mine is the name of the tune. Say you'll subscribe to Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show to keep the copyright police away. They've been out before. I'm going to try another MOTOWN record after this one as we fill a request for listener Chris Reed as we head to New York City now to the Blue Cat record label, a label that was owned by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. Now, also George Gollner became into the mix, but George Gollner, he had an addiction to gambling, so Lieber and Stoller got out of that, and they just left the label, and Gollner kind of took over, I think, with other people, Shadow Morton, I think, maybe I'm wrong, but Chris requested a group called the Soul Brothers, and they really were Nate Adams and John Harley. and they have this one release on the Blue Cat record label. It was written and produced by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. This charted regionally also. This was number 19 on WHAT. If you were listening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's go to February 65 now for the Soul Brothers on Blue Cat. This is for Chris Reed. It's called Keep It Up, the Soul Brothers. There you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed, the sound of the Soul Brothers from February 65. Came out on Blue Cat Records. They were Nate Adams and John Harley. Keep It Up for Chris Reed. Johnny G keeping it up here. We're just about ready to go into Vinyltreasure overtime as the copyright police are out, but they are keeping away from Johnny G as we continue. Let's see how they like this next request for listener James Brown. Been featuring this singer from Prattville, Alabama. Began recording in 1961 with a group called the Falcons. They recorded for the Lupine record label. But he had solo releases on Correct Tone and Cub Records and Lloyd Price's Double L label. But in 64 he signed with Atlantic and had 32 releases in Atlantic through 1972. And James requested his 27th release. Now this record, this is my actual copy of this. I bought this. Does anybody remember Masters Department Store? I would have to go down the stairs, and they had actually a pretty cool record department. They had all the top singles and lots of LPs and an oldie section too. But I bought this record in early 1971. Was released in January 1971. Written by Jerry Atkins, Victor Drayton, Johnny Bellman and Reginald Turner. It's arranged by Lenny Pakula. This charted number 17 on Billboard, was number 2 on the R&B chart, and this was a big, and of course, because I was listening to WWRL here in New York City, a number 1 record for Mr. Wilson Pickett. January 71, going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. His tune is called Don't Let the Green Grass Fool Ya, for James Brown, Wilson Pickett.
what we got today. Now you wanna give it all up for another guy. Baby, I'm telling you, don't let green grass fool ya. Don't let it change your mind. It's gonna be hard for me, baby, to build my life all over. Cause baby, you got the love that I really need. Cause if you leave me this way, baby, you know what? I may not live to see a brand new day. Oh, baby, don't let green grass fool ya. Don't let it change your mind. You know why? It may be greener on the other side, baby, but right in my arms is where you belong. Ooh, baby. Oh, don't let green grass fool ya. Don't let it change your mind. Oh, baby, it may be greener on the other side, baby. Right in my arms, where you belong, baby. Don't let green grass fool ya, baby.
There you go with the wicked Wilson Pickett there from January 1971. That's going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Don't Let the Green Grass Fool You. It's on the Atlantic record label, a big hit for him. I remember they would play the records for you at that Masters department store. The guy behind the counter had a record player and was one of those like little ones, you know. He would put it on. So the people that were there, because I was asked, I knew the songs anyway, but there was this gal, she was there. She says, well, let me hear this one. She was like going down the charts. They had like the top 100. Actually, I have that list somewhere here in the No Humidity basement. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Actually, it's now Thursday, but we are here in Vinyltreasure Overtime on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube. Hope you're digging on the tunes. Let us continue and fill a request for listener Amnon. This next singer, she's from Racine, Wisconsin. She started recording for Coral Records back in 1957. In the early 60s, she had releases on Signature, Roulette, KC, and Warner Brothers. I featured her second release for Warner Brothers not too long ago, a song called It Was Never Like This. That was from May of 1965. But after Warner Brothers, she would sign with MOTOWN Records. She had 5 releases on the MOTOWN record label a couple weeks ago. I don't think it was last week. I think it was the week before. I played her third release, Here I Am Baby, as requested by Amnon. But this was her second release. This was a number 10 record on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, this song was first recorded by Diana Ross and the Supremes. They did it first. It was The Flip of My World Is Empty Without You, which came out in December of 65. This one came out in September of 1966, as recorded by Barbara McNair. Barbara McNair on MOTOWN Records for Amnon. It's called Everything Is Good About You. Barbara McNair.
So sweet you are, like a shining star. You brighten my whole world. It brings me joy being thankful that you're mine. Full of clover busting out all over. You're the summer in the park. You're the candle in the dark, and I love you so true. Yes, I do. You're the love of my life. You're pure delight. The short time I've been with you, such happiness I never knew. 'Cause everything's good about you. I couldn't live without you. You must have come from heaven above. You're the poet's meaning of love. Your tender touch means oh so much. You're the sunshine after the storm. When I'm cold, you make me warm, and I love you so true. Yes, I do. So love me day and night, and things will be alright. Together, just you and me, just living on pure ecstasy. 'Cause everything's good about you. I couldn't live without you. You are my guiding light. When things go wrong, you make them right. This heart inside's bursting with pride. Please let your love surround me and always stay around me. I love you so true. Yes, I do. Oh, everything's good about you. I couldn't live without you. I love you so true. Yes, I do. Everything's good about you, and I couldn't live without you. I love you so true. Yes, I do.
Well, I knew it wouldn't hold up. So we're gonna have to end the show here because it's gonna continue throughout the rest of the night here. So anyway, so there you go. By request. Hold on a second, folks. I got to put that one back. I got to decide what I'm going to close the show with there. So anyway, there you go. That one there. By request for listener Mnon, that's the sound of Barbara McNair from September 1966 on the MOTOWN record label. Everything is Good About You is the name of the tune. Of course, that was first done by the Supremes. And you know, see how horrible it is that that they would do something like that to Johnny G, but it's going to come back momentarily here. So, we're going to let me show you this record first, folks. Maybe by the time I do this, they'll come back on. I don't want you to miss the closer here, but anyway, there you go. I was going to play one for Adrian. This is on, and Big Dave Swinger was correct. It was on the Styrene label. It's actually in the album. It's in the album LP Here I Am, Motown 614, produced by Holland Dozier. And it is Eddie Holland wrote it, and Jay Dean. Who's Jay Dean? I forget who Jay Dean could be. But anyway, so folks, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with me, send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. This is my first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 till 3. Maybe we'll finish a little earlier. But I put together an all-collectors show. So it'll be rare records from the 1950s and the early 60s by playing them by year. It's temporarily replacing the 78 show, which I will return to those 78s. I don't know when. I don't want to stop them at all, but but you see, it was easier for me to prepare the show. It's like basically done. I'm going to do some label scans tonight, and then I'll post it up on YouTube. So, not YouTube, Facebook, so you can see what records, I'll list some of the records, not all of them. But anyway, let me see, what are we going to close the show tonight with? We'll close the show tonight with a, let's see, because I think I'm going to get shut down, is what I think is going to happen. So let's do this tune. Okay, it should be an interesting closer. Maybe they should let it stay. But I'm sure you know our closer for tonight is by a group called the Rotary Connection. Does anybody know who the Rotary Connection is? This is a request. I finally found the record for Jim Lampley in Texas, who listens to the program here. What you missed, folks, those of you that just got back to the YouTube stream, we're going to close the show with this record, but I'll be on tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. for a collector's show, as it's replacing the 78 show for now, but I will be doing the 78s again. So, because too many people emailed me that they liked that show, so that will continue. But let me see, I think it's on... Let me go to page 1 here. I think it's on page 1. Yeah, it's on page 1. But I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Then I'll be back on Saturday beginning at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio, but just on YouTube tomorrow. So the show is all ready to go. I'll post the scans on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube. You can request me as a friend if you like, because I post the promos there too with the links to Oldies and More and also to YouTube. But thank you all for being here. And thank you, Charlene, for your help. I will tell you how many records we played after we do the show here, so Charlene doesn't get discombobulated with the number of records I played. But we're closing tonight with a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas. This is an old request, Jim, for you. This group is out of Chicago. They were formed by Marshall Chess, the son of Leonard Chess, and they were known as the Rotary Connection. They had 10 releases on Marshall Chess's Cadet Concept label. I guess that's kind of like a subsidiary of... This is their second. This is actually a cover song. This song was originally done by Sam and Dave, because the writers here are Dave Porter and Isaac Hayes. They did it in 1967. But it was produced by Marshall Chess. Now, and member Charles Stephanie. And it was arranged by Charles Stephanie. Now, other members of this group were Minnie Riperton. You remember Minnie Riperton from Loving You, I think was what? When did that come out? That was on Epic Records, but she was a member of this group. And Sidney Barnes, they were also members. Now, this charted regionally. This was number 36 on WSPT if you were listening in Vancouver, Wisconsin. So our closer tonight is for Jim Lampley from March of 68, the Rotary Connection. Not S, Charlene, the Rotary Connection on Cadet Concept and their rendition of the tune Soul Man. So thank you all for being here on this Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, and I want everybody to be well. I'll see some of you tomorrow afternoon. If not, I'll see you Saturday night. If not, I'll be right. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not. Please, you gotta watch for the upcoming promos, because I don't know if I'm going to be here next Wednesday or that Thursday afternoon, because something might be going on here and I won't be able to do the program, but we'll see. I'll know ahead of time. Just keep on coming to my YouTube page to see the promos there. And I put it in the write-up if I'm going to be on or I'm not going to be on. And I got to let Oldies and More Radio also know if that's the case. But anyway, I'm out of here, folks. I'll see some of you tomorrow afternoon. If not, everybody have a great evening or morning or good night. And I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is for Jim in Texas.
Coming to you on a dirt road, give you loving, I got a truckload. When you get it, you got something, so don't worry, 'cause I'm coming. Well, I'm a soul man, yes, I'm a soul man, well, I'm a soul man, well, I'm a soul man, Got what I got the hard way, and I make it better each and every day. So honey, don't you fret, 'cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Well, I'm a soul man, yes, I'm a soul man, well, I'm a soul man, well, I'm a soul man, I was brought up on a side street and learned how to love before I could eat. I was educated to good stock. When I start loving, I can't stop. Well, I'm a soul man, well, I'm a soul man, I'm a soul man, yeah, I'm a soul man, Throw you low, and I'll pull you in, give you hope, and be your only boyfriend.